you obtained that ring, which he mentioned sort of opens up the mist, which is obviously how he got to the island in the first place. It also gives you the ability to see in the dark. So now Wilgus, having adorned this ring, is now able to see in the dark past what Mallory's light reaches. And you had gone towards that pentagram sort of open cavern area once, and then chickened out when you know what, we shouldn't be here, and you went around, found Kadal, and got the ring. But the path forward has led you straight back to that room, a room where there is water like across the ground, and in the middle of that water is that large stone with that sort of red pentagram on it. There is mist that makes it quite hard to see, in just normal mist, none of this corrosive mist. The rocks that lead to that little rock all look very slippery. There's like a chill coming up off that water, and that warhammer that you've been lugging around started to glow. And you know it only glows when things will be
getting dicey.
Yeah. When it's near cold water. No, we're gonna start. Well, let's get some sound on, because we like a little bit of sound, just to set the feel. We've got some crickets in the background as well for those that hear that. That's just a little extra, just like that, a little bit of extra. Did that sound start? I feel like it didn't start at all.
It didn't.
There we
go.
Here we go. So that
is it.
It should be. Yeah.
What is it?
Just some drips. Some drips in a very eerie sounding cave. Yeah, it's pretty subtle. You might have to turn it up. The warhammer is. I'm not sure who's carrying it at this point, but it is glowing. Who do we think is holding on to that warhammer?
I reckon it's wrapped in Digby's tent.
Yes. Just one of the. Oh, it's outside of the tent. Okay,
so there's some glowing.
Just
no
outside.
wonder this thing was so heavy.
Yeah.
Which one of you jokers put that in there?
When you obtained that hammer, it was found in that form because there was someone that was traveling with you that had the ability to wield and utilize hammers to the fullest. And as it glows, you know it glows when demons are nearby, but its form sort of changes down into that of a very sharp blade, just a single-handed, slightly larger than just a little stabby dagger, something with a little bit of length on it. And so, Digby, you've just got like a lengthy knife that is now glowing.
What? So I go to grab the torch out of the hammer because it's glowing, and it changes shape into a knife.
Yeah, you wrap your hand around the handle, and it just changes form. It knows what you're good at, and it changes down into the form of a knife.
It knows.
It knows.
It
just says,
"Look at this.
Kill yourself." Oh no!
Kill what? What? It's telling me to kill myself.
No knifey, no knifey.
I think you're going to need that 4 HP, Digby.
Yeah, it wouldn't take much.
And so you've now got this knife in your hand, and it is just glowing. It's got this like a reddish glow to it. And you know that means a demon's nearby, and you're looking out.
Oh. You're
looking out into this room. All three of you are looking out into this room ahead of you. It's very damp in here. It's cold in here. All the slippery rocks leading to that big rock in the middle of the room. It's so misty. You're not seeing anything moving.
Right. I might just check to see how deep this water looks. Wilgus will step right up to the edge of the water and look down.
It's not actually that deep. it's probably only like 1.5 to 2 foot deep, but it's there is like a chill coming off it. That is solidly freezing water.
Right. Guys, I'm pretty sure this room's trapped, so just follow me. But if I explode, don't do it. And he'll sit down and dangle his feet off the edge, like that.
What?
So he's got his feet in the water.
The moment your toes hit the water, it's freezing. Like you could probably put like a foot in it for a moment, but the chill just goes straight through. If you stayed in that water for too long, you would probably lose all feeling in your feet.
Oh crap! Oh, guys! Oh no! Don't follow me doing that at all.
What were you doing?
You've now got one very cold foot.
Oh,
Oh, you got
Should
two
we?
toesies.
One thing you need to know about Dragonbane is that if you're
It's all
out,
about the chilies of toesies.
if you get yourself into a situation where you're out in a blizzard or drenched in freezing cold water, just as a good example, you can take on what's called a cold status, and that is not good because you can lose health until you warm up.
right.
Thanks,
Oh, and
Dragonbane.
Wilgus is already cold.
Well, he's already
He
got
needs
that
a
like,
warm.
yeah, he got that chill from the ghost above on that tower, the altar.
Aw.
Yeah.
And he's unable to really heal himself until he gets somewhere nice and warm.
Didn't we heal that with the fluffy cuddles after they came out of the water? Remember the fluffy cuddles?
I
Because
do
I-
remember the fluffy.
Because Mallory was all like waterproof with her feathers, so she was like, come in for a cuddle, and they all snuggled up. No?
It's got to be a warm environment. It's got to be a warm environment.
Warm environment.
You need like a
The
velvet,
arms-
a black
Is there
velvet
anything?
blanket.
Is there anything exactly? But when you don't have this thing, what's warmer than the arms of a loving mother?
That's true. Got you
I
there.
mean, yeah, I
She's
can't
not-
fight against that.
She's not your mother, but
Mm,
she's a mother.
Yeah.
okay. No.
And sometimes she can definitely be a mother. Oh, heartless.
Right. Guys, we do have a torch and a lantern, right? If we if we
Yes.
start a fire and we boil some of this water for a few hours or days, we could bring it up to tepid. What do you think?
I'm not
Tepid,
sure that we've got. It's a good idea.
Up to
I'm not
Luke
sure
freezing.
Luke freezing. I'm not sure we've got hours or days. There's a mighty battle going on
right.
upstairs.
That's a good point.
You know, it seems like there's no avoiding this room. Like we came in from the north, and now we're coming in from the west, and it leads to this cave, this horrible freezing cave. How about we just run straight through it? I mean, there's obviously a demon because this thing is glowing red. I thought it was glowing blue, but red is even worse.
It's alternating like a police.
Oh, like a
piece
oh,
Oh, Hex, it's the po-po.
blue.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, we're gonna
Sound of
arrest
the
this
police.
demon.
I think you're right, Digby. All right, follow me. And
Okay.
Wilgus will run across these slippery rocks.
Where are you aiming? Where are you trying to get to? Let's talk about where you're headed.
To start with, Wilgus will try to get to the middle area.
Mhm.
And then if he succeeds, then he'll head to the southernmost area.
All right, so you're just sprinting across, quickly ducking to the right, and aiming to sprint across the next set of stones. I'm going to need an acrobatics roll.
Right, remember, left foot, right foot. Or is it the other way around? Yeah, it's not left foot, right foot, guys. I've failed. 13.
Would you
Oh.
like to push that?
Because
This is in regards to the slippery stones leading to that middle island.
Wilgus was pretty confident it was left foot, right foot, so he won't push.
You can push.
He could, but
Okay.
he won't.
All right.
But you can.
I do like that you want to make that harder for yourself. That's cool. You run out and just the wet foot that you've already sort of dipped into the water and the rocks, the slippery rocks that are sort of laid out in front of you. Your foot just slides out and you tumble down into the freezing water. Can you give me a bushcraft roll, please?
Wilgus makes a very small fire in the water.
Yes.
Oh, I
You're doing
succeed
it.
on a 6.
Okay, the water is freezing, but you manage to just push through that ice cold feeling. You've just got adrenaline pumping, and you clamber back up onto the rocks and continue your way through to that middle island. While Mallory and Digby are watching, what are they doing?
I'm trying to follow along close behind.
Yes, same.
Okay.
Although a bit worried about poor Wilgus slipping over.
He made it look
into
so
the water.
easy.
Oh, watch out, guys. Maybe hold each other's hands so you both fall in at the same time.
Oh.
You're like turning. You've turned to say that to the others, and the other two looking back at Wilgus, looking through the mist. You can sort of see the silhouette of Wilgus standing on the rock in the middle. This larger shadow just like comes up behind him, dwarfing him. And Wilgus, you turn
Wow.
you turn
What is
around.
that?
You turn around to see this creature. It looks kind of human-esque. It's bipedal. It has arms. It's got shoulders and a head, but the head and claws are like that of a just a giant demonic crab. It's making these gurgling sounds, and now that you're aware of it, the smell that was kind of in this room has just taken over. It's the smell of rotten seaweed.
Smelly demon crab.
And I will get everybody to take an initiative card, please. We'll start with Wilgus since you're the closest.
Oh, Wilgus.
Wilgus gets a 5.
Cool. Mallory, do you want to take a...
Mallory
initiative
has
card?
a 9.
Cool. And Digby, could you pull a card as well?
3.
Okay, and we have an 8 and a 4 for the demon. The demon Acre. There's no communication coming from Acre other than this gurgling, guttural sound, like internal bubbles popping and bursting in its throat. We'll start with you, Digby.
Great. Does this have this giant crab have a weak point?
For massive damage.
Massive damage. I am going to swap my number with Wilgus, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's totally.
Is that? Would you like that, Wilgus, or is that?
Yeah, sounds great. Thank you.
Because then you'll get to go before he does, at least, if you want to run.
All right. Wilgus will then slash out with an undermine, almost instinctively into this beast.
Okay.
And defeat him. Maybe in one hit. We'll see. Wilgus hits on a 12 for 10 damage.
That is great. The underman just like slashes across him, and this purple kind of blood sprays out from where the blade cuts through him. There's no scream, but this gurgling that emanates up out of it in a more ferocious manner. You've still got movement. If you
Watch out, guys! And Wilgus will dash back to where he came.
Okay. So you're just running straight back across.
Yep.
You've already given me 1 acrobatics. It's going to be 1 acrobatics per round, by the way, that you interact with these stones. So the lesser that you interact, or if you try and interact with multiple at once, then it's at least only a single roll. Okay, that is your turn. Akray just shuffles over to the edge of that rock. What's he gonna do?
He has to roll the slippery rocks. It's gonna be a disaster for Akray.
He doesn't seem to be going. He seems to only go to the edge of that rock. And a giant. He sort of concentrates the multiple orangey kind of eyes he's got close for a moment as he concentrates, and this whirlpool whips up, starts forming in the water closest to you, Digby and Wilgus, and it forms this water spout that comes up out of the water and just gets tossed towards Digby. You can use your turn to dodge it if you like.
I will.
Okay.
That's what I will do.
Kingler uses water cannon.
Yeah. Adam totally wouldn't have got that if he was here, by the way, so I appreciate that.
Would have to hear about how I didn't get it though.
Yeah.
Which is the fun part.
That is the fun part.
So what do I roll something?
Yeah, evade.
Evade, not like dodge.
Oh, is it dodge? What is it?
I don't know. Is it?
You've used evade
It's
before,
evade.
haven't you?
Evade.
It's just evade. It's only come up like a couple of times actually.
Yeah. So
Okay. Oh, a natural 1.
that is fantastic. With a natural
Can I ride
one,
around on the
you
on the
surf
spout? Woo! Yeah, I like surfing Pikachu.
Yeah, it's the Pokemon episode. I like it. You managed to avoid it completely. It splashes up against. Actually, it's weird. As it gets to you, you dodge it, but it looks like it moves up and then back down towards the water, as if it was going to scoop you up and dump you down into the pond. A little bit of water, right? So you've managed to avoid it. And with a roll of a 1, that means you can choose to bank an automatic evade for later. Or
What's
you can,
the choice here?
You can bank it, or you can just say it looked really cool, like accept.
I'll bank it. I'll bank it because it already sounds pretty cool. So an automatic evade.
It didn't look cool. You just dodged it. So
okay, well, I mean the spout looked cool.
yeah.
Nice one, Kingler. What the fuck?
That is your turn. That does use up your turn. And Akray just sort of paces back and forth before letting out this bubbly guttural roar. So can I just get from the 3 of you a willpower roll, please?
Oh no.
We all know where this leads.
Oh.
Wilga succeeds on a 3.
No. Failed on a 17.
Did you want to reroll? Did you want to push?
Oh. And let me just see what will hurt the least. Yes, I think I do. Gonna use. What am I using? I'm going to be. Maybe she's feeling a little sick because it's really gross. This nasty crab.
Rotten seaweed smell is like coming through now. You can really smell that now that he's made himself known.
Ooh, is it worth it? Hui. Nope, it's even worse. 19.
What about you, Diggy? I saw you've rolled an 18 against your 11 for willpower. Are you going to push?
Well, is this for fear? Is this a fear thing?
It is. It is.
Well, because one of my heroic abilities that I got is called Fearless.
Oh, shit.
Which
you're good.
You automatically resist fear without a will roll.
That is awesome.
In your face.
That is incredibly good.
Nice.
But not so great for Mallory, who's going to give me a D8, please.
D8. I get a little rumble in my tummy.
A little bit, honestly. Yeah, your face turns white as a ghost. And
under the feathers.
You and everyone within 10 meters and inside of you gets the scared status.
Get scared.
Everyone who's inside Mallory.
In sight of Mallory.
Okay. That makes way more
I
sense.
was like, how many people?
Well, that's where she's storing the army that she's smuggled in to take on.
That'd be handy.
But they're all very scared now. So yeah, all three of you now have the scared condition.
But don't I resist that?
You resist fear rolls.
It's Dragonbane.
Automatically resist fear without a will roll.
Resist fear without a will roll. You know what?
I
Okay,
I was fearless.
Yeah. I'll give
know.
you that. I'll give you that. You managed to avoid that as well. I will say you're fearless.
Otherwise, it would be kind of shit. It would be like, no, I'm not scared. Whoa, now I'm scared.
That didn't scare me, but her going slightly
I'm not
off
scared
color.
of anything except for that.
And what is
you
it?
look white. You got what do you got?
What does a mallet even look like when they go pale? They're covered in feathers. So.
Now that is scary.
Yeah.
I think
they look terrifying. That's the answer.
That's true. Whoa.
It's like usually she looks quite stoic, but to see her actually like scared and a bit shaky, maybe like shakes teammates.
But it is your turn, Mallory.
Okay. Now twin shots. Do I have to call it before I shoot, or do I shoot and then call twin shot?
I don't remember. There's one of them that you had to call. Can you refresh my memory, please?
Hang on. Let me look up the instructionals. Activate his ability when attacking. Shoot 2 arrows instead of 1. Roll just 1 hit with a bane. How dare you? Damage is rolled separately. Arrows can be directed at the same target. It doesn't say. I think it's just like what's going to happen.
Attacking with the bow, you shoot 2 arrows instead of roll just once to hit. Yeah, so I reckon you call that you're going to use twin shot basically. So you call it before you use it. And you had that other one there.
Yes, because I got a roll with the bane, so I got to call it. Okay.
And are you going to use that other ability that you've got as well that you have to call beforehand too? Do you remember that one? I don't know if it's relevant now.
Dragon Slayer?
Dragon Slayer, something Slayer.
Dragon Slayer. I think I call that one after, don't I? Because it's an additional. If it hits.
Yeah, but it's before you roll for damage. So I need to with the way Dragonbane works, you roll damage at the same time. So just tell me if you're going to use it beforehand, but don't use it unless it hits. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So what's the plan? What's Mallory's plan?
Right, she's gonna try and just twin shot him.
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds so dodgy. Hang on. So, does this work, or does that just take 3 off my?
Roll just once to hit with Bane.
Hang on, I'm trying to see if I can. Nope, not letting me. I'm just gonna have to manually take off.
Okay.
Oh no! It went. My bad.
That's fine. That's good.
Oh, and a Bane. Sorry.
And a Bane.
Sorry, people. I'm caught up now. So there's a Bane, and then I'm rolling my longbow. Let's go longbow. Oh, success! And there is...
Wow, nice.
There is a damage of 12, but it also says an additional D8 damage. Oh, no, that's Dragon Slayer. Damage is rolled separately. So that means one of them was 12.
Yeah, one of them was 12.
Okay, let me roll another d12. Was that useful? And an 8. So 20.
Whoa.
That is
Incredible.
That is pretty great. You do want to describe what that looks like? It doesn't kill it, but definitely like your 2 arrows go into the.
Am I allowed to call shots, or is it too late for call shots?
What are you trying to do?
I was gonna say eyes, but they're pretty small, so maybe because she's so scared, it's just like she's thinking eyes, but it's just going into the body. It's like boof, boof.
You definitely the head's pretty large on this smallish frame, and so you managed to hit one of the eyes and then just into the face of Acre, and he's just pacing back and forth, snapping off with his claws. He just like crushes off the stems of the arrows, but you've done some decent damage to him as well. He's now got like purplish blood oozing from where the Umdaman slashed him, and he's got blood trickling down his crab-like face. Let's do... did you want any movement, anything else? Are you good to stay where you are?
Yeah, there's not like any rock I can hide behind in the hallway and then pop out later to shoot, is there?
There's definitely, if you take a look at what we've got here, there's definitely outcroppings you could press your body up against, for sure.
Okay,
Absolutely allow that.
Let's say I duck behind the one that is behind me.
Okay.
So there's a little outcrop behind Digby, so she just tucks up behind there.
Okay, that sounds good. Let's
maybe some big breaths.
Let's grab ourselves some more initiative cards. Start with Wilgus.
Wilgus gets a 5.
Digby.
9.
Mallory.
Got a 3.
Cool. And we have a 7 and an 8. So we're going to start with Mallory again.
Woohoo!
That's probably very good.
Yes.
Do I want to try Dragon Slayer plus twin shot?
Absolutely.
Why not, right?
You got WP for days.
You only have to spend that Dragon Slayer stuff if you hit, so...
Yep. Okay, but twin shot is still a lost cause if I don't hit. Okay,
Correct,
come on, twin shot. Let's see. Oops, no, it's this one. Pretty please. Yeah! No! Yes!
Yeah.
Wait, confused. Yes.
Yes. So
but only 6 damage on that one.
But you get to roll your second arrow. So that's only 6 for the first arrow.
Okay.
You got 2. So you roll
First
another
arrow.
What is that? Another D12?
A D12.
Whoa.
A D12.
Okay.
By the way, it's D12 plus a D4. Sorry, D12 plus 4. Actually, what's your bonus damage? No, it's a
just
D4.
rolled an 11.
So roll another D4, please, because your
sorry.
Your damage is
Wow.
D12 plus D4 for this weapon.
1.
Cool. And then spend your Dragon Slayer points and give
And
me
then
a D8 as well.
And then, oh, come on, Dragon Slayer. And then an extra D8. What? No, and
Right.
1. No.
And give me one more D4 because you didn't add that onto your first attack from
thank you.
last round.
At least that's a 3.
All right, so we're 11, 12, 13, 16, 22 minus his armor. Okay. Another 2 arrows with a little extra spice on them. Now it's just lodged straight into like his neck and his chest cavity now as well. This time it knocks him back a little bit and he falls down with like one claw on the rock, and you're just watching this silhouette in the mist slowly get back up to its feet, and it's shaking its little crabby claws in the air, screaming out in this garbled, guttural, bubbly noise as it grabs and snaps these other 2 arrows from its body. It is now visibly like swaying.
Finish it off, boys.
Wilgus.
Oh my goodness, Mallory, you're doing so well. I think we should keep going with this approach. And Wilgus will step back from the water.
He's gonna back up. He's just like, you know what? I'm out. He's just backing off. Okay. How
He'll
far?
stand there and he'll pull the fingers at the creature.
How far are you looking to back off? Just a little?
2 squares.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. That is the creature's turn now. He's swaying. Akray is still just sort of pacing. He doesn't seem to be showing any desire to move off this rock. He goes to step off it, and then changes his mind and steps back onto the island. He braces himself, gets into this crouched position, and just spews this arc, this concentrated like arc of water out towards Digby. But before it reaches you, Digby, it just sort of evaporates into the air. It's like it doesn't have enough strength to go as far away as you are.
Oh.
It is still Akray's turn. He is absolutely furious. He's going to do that whirlpool thing one more time. Can you give... so he's going to do that. If you don't dodge, Digby, it will hit.
I will dodge.
Okay, give us an evade.
Well, I have that saved evade.
Oh, you do
from last time.
Yeah. Perfect. You can't. Ooh. You don't have to use that one here if you don't want to. You could roll again.
Oh, can I try and evade?
Yeah.
What happens if I fail? Can
then
I
you
use
fail.
the saved evade?
Then you fail.
Well, I'll use the saved evade.
You're just going to take the... Okay, that's good. It again concentrates. The whirlpool forms. This time there's like 2 of them. And they both arc out towards you. You duck, or dodge, dive, whatever you do, and they again curl back and splash down into the water. And there is a fury coming. You haven't heard this thing actually scream yet until now. There is frustration, and it's high pitched, it's bubbly, it's horrible. It just echoes around the cavern.
You've got a bad attitude. Just want to get through. Let's
deal another round of initiative. Let's start with Mallory. You seem to be the one doing the damage. Let's get you to pull first.
Oh my gosh. And it is 10.
It's a 10. All right. Wilgus?
Wilgus has got a 2.
Nice. Digby?
Digby's got a 4.
And we have a 6 and a 5, which means Wilgus is up first.
Hey, Mallory, do you want to take my 2? It's pretty good.
I thought that might happen.
Oops, I would love you to if I could see it. One moment.
That's right.
Just refreshing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Just take a...
Wouldn't you know it? I reckon it's the crab.
The crab's doing this. The demon.
We got him on the run, and he's got to mess with my character sheet. Yeah, sucks to be you, crab.
Surimi?
It's sashimi to your character sheet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? You know how she's been filleting all the monsters as we're going through? This is legitimately the tastiest thing they've fought so far.
It is a demon. Like, there could be like human meat underneath that crab exterior. I don't know.
Wilgus will be wearing this thing though, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Maybe I'll peel an eyeball over my helmet as like a swimming cap.
Nice. I like that. You've got a few to go around, to be honest.
Okay, I'm going to shoot, but this time only with the Dragon Slayer.
You're not going to go twin, you were just going to go straight up Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, I know I've got like that medallion with the extra willpower. Oh, is it willpower? No. Yes.
Yep.
Willpower points, but I don't want to go splurging it all on the one demon.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Come on. Bow. Be my friend. Hoi.
Damn. Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh,
Nice.
a mighty hit. And
that,
then,
was that 15 damage?
yes.
Plus
Quite
D4.
tasty.
And that's with the D4.
Is it?
And so now it's the extra D8.
So yeah, have you spent the 3 points? Give me a D8.
And D8. Wait. Don't give me a 1. Oh, a 3. Oh, no, that's acceptable. 18.
With Digby like diving out of the way of that water spout, you line up that one more shot with that longbow of yours.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us how this shot ends it all?
I'm going to say that Digby ducks down and Mallory comes up behind him and the crab is like moving its gross little mouth parts and it's about to scream again and she fires straight into its mouth and it goes up into the mouth, into the brain.
Just killing it instantly. It just pops.
Yep. It's like,
out the back of it.
And then
Yeah. And it just falls down onto the ground. The pentagram fades away and its body just slides down into that frigid water.
yeah, it's super effective, mother fluffer.
Oh, Mallory, that was amazing. Great shot.
Oh,
Right in the mouth.
my poor little heart.
This
Meanwhile,
poor little brain.
I don't think we could have talked that one around, Digby. No potato boobs and presents will get us past that crab.
I
Never
think you're right.
Never say never.
Well, we can
potato
say never
boobs.
now, I think. He's dead.
He is dead.
Well
very
done.
dead.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm impressed. I am very impressed with that.
Guys, we
boss.
saved Misty Vale. Let's
Actually-
go home.
You know
Yay!
what? That knife turns back to a hammer. You don't need it anymore. You just need Mallory and her longbow.
Oops. Oops.
Yeah.
We said too much, people. We said too much.
Yeah. You know what? I'm no longer concerned for your well-being.
It was very
Let's-
difficult.
Let's do it. Let's bring it
No.
on.
I'm afraid. First, I was afraid. I was petrified.
Well, we still have to cross this these slippery rocks.
Oh, don't get wet at all. Like, even your pinky, don't do it.
It's like the bog of eternal stench.
I wonder, though, since we've banished the demon, if the water's gone back to normal again. What do you guys think?
Yes, I think it has.
Oh, good.
The only change is it's now a little more purple thanks to the Acre's blood soaking out into it.
Stinky.
Right.
Is-
How about this? I'll lie down over these rocks, and you can walk over me like I'm a bridge.
No, I'm
Oh,
worried
that's
you'll get
so
too cold.
gentlemanly of you.
Yes,
The
thanks.
chivalry.
You're not going to be able to cover the whole length.
Crap.
But
We'll slide you along.
oh, wait, just have Mallory skate him across.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Just
Skate
body
us
surf him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've set a precedent.
Well, we have to cross. Do we have to roll
Yeah.
to cross this? Is that what you're saying?
If you go to cross these, yeah, it's an acrobatics roll.
Okay. Here's my acrobatics. I have a 12 and I rolled an 11. Whew.
Great, you make it across. I'll say this is for you on these rocks completely, so you don't have to roll again, unless you come back through this room at some point.
Mhm.
Or if you set up camp on the pentagram, something like that. Like that roll's going to last for the next wee while.
Can we do that?
No, you can't. An acrobatics of 8 against your 15, Mallory. You're the same. You
Yep.
managed. You've seen how Digby did it, and you saw how Wilgis did it, and you figured out the right from wrong.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mallory,
Oh.
keen to get out of here.
Right, guys, let me know how it goes. All right, let's go. And he rolls and fails.
No.
Did you want to push?
No, Wilgus won't push. He'll
No,
face plant.
Wilgus,
until,
no.
Give me a bushcraft roll, please.
Can I help him?
Wilgus succeeds his
Oh.
bushcraft.
Basically, it's like they
Wow.
cut and paste the footage of you doing it the first time. It's exactly the same.
Oh,
Gets funnier
guys.
every time, though, doesn't it? Like one of those.
Oh, you know what? Although it's frightfully cold, it wasn't like sewage for a change. So
You
I'm
do have a
feeling
little bit of Akray's blood now on you as well. There's a
I
little
spoke
bit
too
of
soon.
yeah. So you
Alright.
find
Plus,
yourselves.
it's not.
I was just going to say, you find
It's not
yourselves in the
poop.
middle of that. That's not poop this time. You find yourself on that middle rock. It's still very misty throughout this whole area. And you can see that the rocks disappear off to the north, south, and east as well. The north you recognize. You've been there. You've stood on that side. It's just to the east and the south.
All right, let's go. Follow me.
Very good.
Okay.
We're going south.
And before we hit any bad guys, can Mallory give a little reassuring tootle on her duck call to regain to get rid of a condition?
Oh, yeah, by all means.
Oh, is that how you do it?
You can get rid of one condition once a day by using your little memento or whatever it
Okay,
was.
I'll bring out my memento, which is the first dollar I ever made,
Oh, yeah, nice.
Oh,
and I'll just sniff it, and I'm no longer disheartened.
Okay, nice.
More dollars coming my way.
Okay.
Wilgus will try and slough off some of the cold water, and he'll just rub his medallion and be like, "Oh, that's right. Enlightenment is great," and he'll no longer be scared.
Okay, cool. Mallory, I do probably need a roll of bushcraft.
bushcraft.
One second, I'm just checking. When you must immediately roll. Yeah, bushcraft. This is basically because the air is so thick with mist in here that it's the amount of dampness is really playing with that torch of yours. It's kind of flickering, and I'm just going to see if it's going to stay lit, basically.
Ruh-roh. No, failed.
You can push.
There's
but-
you're rolling two of them. Is that you're keeping the first one? Are you?
well,
Why?
Why is that?
Why is it a bane?
Have you got? Why is that a bane?
Eh?
Have you got a bane on what is
Your
bushcraft?
condition
No,
for-
I took it off.
No, it says you're still angry. It says I can see
Oh.
you're angry.
I'm still angry. That'll be why.
Yeah. So your torch, the only light that you have at this point, just flickers off and disappears. Wilgus, you barely
But-
notice. You can see in the dark just fine.
I do have my lantern going.
Oh, good point. You'd better roll bushcraft as well.
Oh, is that the same as
But it's in a lantern.
I thought it was
It's
better than
enclosed.
a torch. I thought that was the point.
Let's have a quick look at what it is asking of us for this. It says, oh, where am I looking? The player characters must roll to see. Oh, just torches. Sorry, not lanterns. Your lantern stays lit.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah, cool. Protected from
It's
the
like-
mists.
Can't really attack with a torch. I mean, you can attack with a torch, but not with a lantern. I think that's why a torch is good.
Right. Gotcha. You could always smash a lantern over someone, I guess.
I suppose it's expensive though,
It is.
but yeah.
So yeah, Mallory, you're at the back of the group as your torch just flickers out. You can still see, thanks to the lantern that Digby is holding, but that torch is too wet to be used.
If it's not one thing, it's another.
Yeah, Wilgus is out and ahead of everybody else, casting a big shadow ahead of him, but he doesn't care. He can see just fine.
Guys, I don't care. I can see fine.
That's great. Lead on.
Follow me.
Wilgus, you can see up ahead. There's like there's a couple of things you notice. There's to your left, a passageway sort of winds its way off to the east and sort of north a little bit, sort of back from where you came, but off to the east. And you can see well enough to see that that passageway ends with a rock fall. There doesn't look to be, from what you can see, a way out that way. What the other thing you notice is that to the south there is a stone staircase where everything has been kind of the floor has been relatively smooth thanks to foot traffic and stuff. You're now seeing a really nicely carved out staircase that's leading downwards.
Weapons at the ready, team. I'm pretty sure they're down here somewhere. Oh yeah,
Right.
look at the stairs.
Oh, nicely
That guy's love
made.
stairs. Let's go.
Craftsmanship.
Let me just add you guys onto the next
Smell
map.
money.
Guys,
Not going to lie, was hoping they were going to go up.
No, they are definitely not going up. They are going down. So make sure everybody can see here. Night vision for you. And Wilgus, can you see now?
Yep, I can.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm just going to move you for a second. Where's Digby go? Digby, can you see?
I think so. Yep.
Let's just make sure that you've got your light as well. I'll make sure that's all sorted. All right, so Wilgus, you just head down the stairs, do you?
Yep.
What you find at the bottom of the stairs is this heavily scarred copper gate. There is a demonic symbol embedded in the door with a short line of text underneath it. And the symbol shines brightly in the lantern light, as if it had only recently been carved.
Oh crap, guys! I think it's another trap. I'm about to get injured again. Are you guys ready? Try and catch my belongings as I drop dead to the ground.
he's just like,
What does it?
happy to do it.
What does it say? What is that?
It's
Like a new build.
It looks familiar. The line of text. Give me a languages roll with a boon, I think.
Who?
Anyone, everyone, anyone.
Everyone.
Let's go.
Okay.
Everyone,
Anyone
look.
Anyone
Look at
who's
this
looking at the
text.
door.
It reminds me of words I've seen.
Boom.
Oh, well, this passes on a 10.
Oh yeah, Wilgus, you've seen it. You've seen it multiple times. In fact, Hardy even pointed out what it meant on one of the notes from the that was tied to one of the bats. Those who succeeded, which is all of you, probably because you've seen this before, simply says, "All power to Sathmog, our three-tongued liberator."
That old biscuit.
The symbol on the door is the black mark of Sathmog, the same symbol that you've seen on the cultists, branded onto the cultists.
Can we deface it? Like,
Great thinking. I'll try and chop it off with Underman. What do you guys reckon?
yeah, or we could put Adventure Tours Wes here.
I like that.
Yeah. How about we change it to no power?
Ha ha.
That'll.
Sathmog is a booger eater.
Yeah. Sathmog sucks. Keep it simple.
I like that.
Wilgus,
Smog.
can you give me a
Yeah.
spot hidden, Wilgus?
I can. Oh, guys, watch out! I just see something up there.
It looks
Eating on something.
there's like a layer of dust on and even layer of dust on the door itself, except for where that the symbol is. There's like no dust where that symbol is.
I think this is another trap, guys. There's no dust on the symbol, but the rest of the door seems pretty well dusted.
Why do you think there'd be no dust there? Some sort of dust repellent? That could.
Maybe they
That's
just
a
put
heck
it
of
here.
a product.
Maybe they just put it here this morning.
Do you think maybe
maybe
fire
someone-
shoots out of it and burns all the dust? Is it
Great
really
idea.
other?
We could use one of our torches and set it on fire.
No, I mean fire
way.
would come out of that. The part with no dust. Does it look like a trap?
Oh yes, I think so. Like no one makes a symbol like that and doesn't injure me, right?
I would say that it even looks almost polished. that symbol. Like it's almost as if there's been many fingers that have run through its grooves.
Yes. Sorry, does it many gloved fingers, with a white glove?
For inspection.
Is this door? Yeah.
Everywhere else is
Good enough for
fine,
Seth
but the
Mog.
symbol,
Is there any doorknobs on this door?
Sure.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, I mean it's just sorry, what is it? It's a big copper gate.
Yeah.
So there's like a handle.
You're right, Digby.
Oh.
Maybe that's the lock, and we need
Maybe
to,
you gotta finger the door.
I'll give it a try. I'll use my left hand, and Wilgus will pull his hand out onto the symbol and just zhuzh it a little bit.
What does zhuzhing it mean? What are you doing with your hand?
Like a horizontal jellyfish.
No, do the right. Seth
you got to
Mog
trace
is
it. I think.
Whatever. Yeah, like.
So it's got the symbol.
Three-tongued.
It's got the symbol, and then it says, "All power to Sathmog, our three-tongued liberator."
Oh, maybe you have to use your tongue.
Oh no!
That would explain why it's so clean.
Yes.
I think I'll just copy the symbol to start with.
Okay.
Wilgus will use his finger and draw the symbol on the symbol.
You touch the symbol, nothing happens. You trace it carefully, following what looks like the path others have traced with their fingers before you. You just wait. Nothing happens.
Oh no!
Guys, I did it! And he'll try and open the door now that he believes it's unlocked.
Did you do the?
It's one of
with your
those ones
finger?
where you gotta say the password. So we gotta say that he's like.
Oh yes, you're right. You do it with your finger, and then you say, "The magic all power to Sathmog, our three-tongued liberator."
Well, you got it in
Digby.
one, Digby. I'm glad you used those words aloud near the gate, just after I used my hand on it.
Yes.
You
No,
hear
I
a
didn't-
creaking noise.
Yeah, you place your hand. You go to place your hand on the door to open it after you sort of used your finger to trace that symbol. And just as you go to grab that handle of that copper gate, there's like a little tiniest spark that just goes to jump off from the gate to your hand as Digby says the words, and the spark disappears. And you place your hand on that gate and just open it. It didn't even feel like it was locked. It just opens.
Static electricity. If you rub your feet wearing socks on the carpet, beware.
This door opens up into a square room, which is clad completely in white marble. On each wall is a polished copper door with a demonic symbol engraved on it. In the middle of the room is a human-sized statue of a horned demon with its claw outstretched, pointing directly at you.
Thank you, Digby. I think you saved me on that one. All right, let's go try this next horrible room out. And Wilgus will walk into the room.
It's pointing at
And
you.
he'll point back at the statue.
Nice. You
Like
die.
Spider-Man.
Weird. No, nothing happens. You point at the statue. It's solidly just standing there, claw stretched out into your direction.
Can we look at the statue, see if there's anything else special about it?
Yes. Give me a spot hidden.
Ruh-roh. This isn't gonna go well, is it? Oh, a 9. No, that's a success.
You look at the statue. Everything looks fine with the statue, but it looks like it can be rotated on its base.
Oh ho ho. I see.
Hmm.
I see. Maybe if we rotate him so he's pointing at a door, it will unlock a potentially locked door.
That's neat. We should
Oh.
keep that on our tourism thing. All right, let's give it a go.
Let's
Yes.
just check the door. Should we try and check the door first, or do you think his pointing opens the door or disarms traps?
I
Just
think
an
it'll.
exit.
make spikes come out of the floor and it'll probably impale me. How about I rotate the statue, you guys stay there and live on after me. How's that?
I'm gonna come into the room. Quick.
Okay.
I was going into the room until you mentioned spikes, and then
Yeah.
I started to back away from it.
But come into the room because it
You're
might
not
shut
seeing.
the
You're
door.
not seeing any like holes that spikes might pop out of. Not on the walls. Not on the ceiling. Not on the floor.
Wait, there's 3 more doors in here?
There are.
Right. Should we turn it to the south first?
Well,
I
is
feel
there
like-
anything on these doors that point to...
These
A
doors all have the same symbol, all have the same wording, except for the door to the east, where the symbol is upside down.
That'll be the toilet, I think.
Oh, WC.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? Seth?
Water,
Um,
water closet.
oh, shit.
Oh,
I accidentally
sorry.
clicked that. I didn't realize it could click.
Did you
Okay,
sneeze,
well
Dicey?
now
Are
I'm
you
gonna
alright?
now I'm gonna lock all the doors so you
I
can't
didn't
see past.
I didn't opened it briefly.
Well, now you can't click them anymore. I'm taking away
okay.
that functionality.
Oh, I've ruined it. So,
Well-
We agreed south, right? That's what we're gonna do.
but
It
but
was
the east
going-
is the odd one out, isn't it? Upside down.
That'll be the trapped one. What do you reckon?
Well, don't. Maybe it means turn. You've turned the words upside down, then you turn the demon.
Oh, it's like a hint.
Yes, possibly. It's the only one.
I gotta admit, living here must be confusing, right?
I know. How do
I
they
just
get
have
out?
doors in my house, and I find that tough enough.
Well,
We'll
my
just
vote
try
is for the east, just because it's the odd one out. But otherwise, I have no idea.
to get to the one on the east, we'll have to turn it through the north or the south.
But maybe we just turn it to the right one and then open the door. And if we haven't got him pointed, and we try and open the door, we get zapped.
Right. So you want to rotate it vertically?
no, just rotate it all around and then try the door.
Okay. I like your thinking, Digby. Let's do that.
Let's go.
All right. Can you guys help me with it because it looks pretty heavy?
I'll grab this
Yes.
horn.
Yeah, it looks like it was made to be rotated, so it rotates easily. With the help of whoever's using it, you could probably do it by yourself, but you're doing it as a team. Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say.
Yeah.
This is pretty fun. We should go around again.
So you
I'm hop on top of his head and you turn it.
which way are you doing
Faster!
it? Clockwise or counterclockwise? Like hanging off its arm.
Counterclockwise, because that's the direction of the devil.
Okay. All right, you rotate it counterclockwise. It moves away from the western direction around to that southern door. There's no specific sound or locking into position at the south.
Just spikes.
So it just keeps going. Yeah, it just keeps rotating, and you rotate it around until it is now pointing towards the eastern door. Again, there doesn't seem to be any kind of locking into place or any sound or anything once it rotates. Just the sound of it scraping on its rotatable base.
All right. I'll try this door then. It's been nice working with you guys.
You are very brave, Wilgus,
We'll
You're
just
very
reach his
as
hand out
ever.
and open the door.
So, okay, so we're just going to do just straight up, just open the door.
Wait, has it got the words on it?
Yeah, it's got an upside down
Is it the
symbol
same
and
as-
the words.
But they like the same carved words.
It's exactly the same. All of these doors are the
Do it
same.
backwards and say it backwards.
I'll do it backwards. You say it backwards. I'm not good at the
Okay.
old
Say
talkie-talkie.
it backwards.
Okay, you do that.
Liberated tongue 3, our Sethmog to power all.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
So that's how you're saying it backwards.
Unless there is a way that, Rotaribil Diagnot and so on and so
And so
forth.
on and so forth.
Backwards.
And Wilgus, you
Well,
with the tracing of this symbol, are you
confess.
doing it in any specific way, or
Uh,
is it already backwards? You don't
reverse.
care.
Yeah, the reverse way that I did the first door.
The door just opens in front of you. You have nothing else happens. There wasn't even a spark this time. You guys were so switched on. Just the tracing of the symbol, and the opening of the door, and what is laid out in front of you is just this long corridor of white stone. And the floor is made up of these large marble tiles, each with a letter carved into it. On the far side is a polished copper door marked with that demonic symbol. And we'll take our break, I think, here.
Great. I will be back shortly after another.
Tricky puzzle doors.
Tricky puzzle doors. I was impressed. I'm impressed. You went for the hard one straight away and got it.
Was it the hard one? I thought they all lead to certain death apart from this one.
Well, I mean, that was the odd one out, like you said. So I just,
yeah.
It
I
required
just
a bit
assumed
more
the other ones would just kill us.
I mean, they might if you do something wrong.
True.
So well.
I'm liking these letters on the floor. It looks like we've missed the penitent man test, and we've still got the bridge one, the invisible bridge, but we've got the floor with all the letters on it.
Yes.
What? I don't even know what this. What are we talking about? The penitent man test?
You know
Indiana Jones.
I haven't watched Indiana Jones since I was a kid.
It's the one with Sean Connery.
They could all
Indiana
have Sean
Jones
Connery.
and the
Sean Connery could be
Crusade.
Indiana
No.
Jones for all
Last Crusade.
Last Crusade
yeah.
with Sean Connery, and
Yeah.
he has all the tests. And the first test is the penitent man kneels before his god, and then like if you don't, the blades come in and cut your head off.
Spoilers.
Spoiler for a
for a 40-year-old film.
a 40-year-old film.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
people.
I've been meaning to rewatch them. It's just, I remember loving them, and I used to watch them when they were on TV, when they used to like air them every
Were you
year.
terrified?
I've hardly
Were you
watched that one.
terrified? I had nightmares every time I watched those when I was little,
honestly
but I wouldn't
barely
stop watching
remember it.
them.
I remember there's like the mine cart that they're zooming around on. They've got that short stuff or whatever his name is, screaming Indiana Jones, Dr. Jones.
Short Round.
Yes,
Round.
I
Yeah,
loved
yeah.
him.
Who should have been the new Indiana Jones?
That would have
in
been
the
so cool.
Follow-up movies.
Yeah,
that would have made sense.
That would have been sick.
Not whoever the fuck his son was.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah. Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Yeah. Lyndon Hood said less than 40, please. Is it less than? When was Last Crusade made? I thought that was like early 80s, or is that the first two? were
Last
early
Crusade's
80s?
in the 90s, right? It's
Oh,
gotta be,
really?
yeah.
Okay.
There's quite a gap, I think. Well, probably wrong.
Are the newer ones, any of the newer ones, any good?
Well, I like the latest one. I know
cool.
people give it shit.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Thought it was fine.
Yeah. What, did it hit the things you were looking for?
Yeah. I mean, they're just having an adventure, running around, and there's some big puzzle stuff, I suppose. You know, all the Indiana Jones stuff. I mean, none of them are as good as the first one.
With the rolling boulder and
The Raiders of the Lost Ark.
yeah. The video game does a really, really good job of replicating that opening, that kind of scene of getting the idol and running away from.
Oh, does
the
it do
bomb.
that?
It's like it does like a flashback, and it does that whole scene, and it's like shot for shot remake.
Oh, okay.
It's really cool, and then you get to play stuff, but then it goes to like shot for shot.
Do you have to
remake for
weigh
cutscenes.
how much is in the
I think it's just like
in
a
the
little
bag
quick,
of sand?
I think it's just like a little quick time thing.
Because they should do that with the HD Rumble, and you're like pouring out sand.
That would be
No,
cool.
that's
They,
a good idea.
That would be cool.
they never do this.
All right,
1,
Last
2
Crusade
switch.
was 1989. And
Okay.
Yesterday's model says, hang on, Last Crusade is as good as Raiders. I don't have any opinion. on
Well,
this,
I have to watch it
unfortunately.
again.
Yeah.
I do like Temple of Doom, but it's not as good, I guess.
Right.
What about the ones with Romancing the Stone?
I was going to say, I love Romance.
So good.
yeah. That one.
I don't think I've
They're pretty
seen
good.
that.
Good
It's
knockoffs.
it's so
That's
good.
it.
Actually, maybe I should be right back.
Yeah.
Goodbye, puppy.
Jo doesn't watch a lot of movies with me. She's not interested in watching movies, so I don't. When it comes to like sitting down to watch a movie, it just has to be like me alone on the couch. So I don't watch a lot of movies because of that either. Yeah,
Aw, sadness.
I need more movie watching friends who just want to like come and watch movies. That'd be awesome.
watch the ones with all the quotable bits, so everyone's just like doing the dialogue themselves. They're the most fun.
Yeah. But I've got like so many movies that I've got like watch listed, I should say, ready to watch. What was one that I grabbed recently that sounded really cool? What was it? Do I have it somewhere? He says
The Last Unicorn?
No, that as well. That looks cool. Companion? Have you heard of Companion? It's like a guy buying or renting himself like a lifelike human robot, and it's kind of meant to be like a thriller horror story, starring like the Jack Quaid from The Boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it another scary robot lady?
It is a robot lady, yeah.
Why are the scary robots always ladies? I don't get it.
I think there's a very good reason that it's a robot lady.
Guys want to have sex with a robot lady, but they're also very scared about it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh.
See, I think there's like this thing where like guys would totally bang a robot lady, but I think I could be wrong. I don't think many women want a sex replacement that just looks like a man. Like a robotic man.
Is it customizable?
I'd assume you'd.
Can you get plugins and add-ons?
Add-ons? Look, they come
DLC.
stock standard, all right? What you add on is nothing to do with the manufacturers, I'd say. It's got to like homebrew your own attachments.
I'm an anime fan from way back, and one of my earliest ones was Chobits, which was about a guy who has this little robot friend, and he's like romantically like will they won't they with this little robot. And I remember seeing the other robots in the store and suddenly going, oh, when I saw one of the guy robots, and I was like, I'd buy him.
Okay, so women would buy just a robot man then. There you go. I wasn't sure if robot.
Yeah, but I think what a robot guy would look like a lady picking a robot guy would pick a different robot guy than a guy would pick a robot guy for a lady.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I gotcha. Yeah.
So like, I think
I'd pick one that just makes me look really cool and makes the robot look really lame. That's the kind of robot I would pick for someone else. They'd be like, robots are lame.
I feel a guy would pick like a Vin Diesel looking robot, whereas ladies would probably, ladies that I hang out with would more pick out like Peter Tennant or one of the prettier men who's not just
Peter Tennant.
David
Not
Tennant?
Peter Tennant. David Tennant.
Oh, David Tennant.
Peter Tennant is someone else. I don't want Peter Tennant.
I get David Tennant. Sure. Joe reckons he's got a little rat face. So
he's got great hair though. He
does have fantastic hair.
He gives good expressions, and he has a delightful look.
He seems like he'd be really nice in person. Like
he really plays an evil character though. Fucking hell.
Oh, hell, and Jessica Jones?
Bad character. Yes, and also I've seen another one where he was even worse.
Worse than like in Jessica? Like the villain in Jessica Jones to me is the best villain.
Baddie,
He's the best villain I think in any Marvel anything that I've seen.
He's very evil.
So horrible in every single way. It's great.
But I've seen him play a horrible character that does not have superpowers. It's just
it's just horrible.
Just a poor flat
but equally as bad. Yeah.
Doesn't put his dishes away.
Yeah.
Annoying.
I watched him in I think it was Much Ado About Nothing.
Okay.
With the lady that played the doctor's assistant when he was the doctor.
Billy Piper?
No.
And he's a robot doctor?
Another one. Oops.
All right.
The comedian.
But David Tennant and Billy Piper is the best seasons of Doctor Who. And it doesn't matter. Delete all the others. I don't care about any of the others. That was just so good. I stopped
Tom
watching the
Baker.
moment that Billy Piper left. I was like, that's no good anymore. They've wrapped up. They sold me on that emotional arc, and when it ended, I was like, I'm done. All right, I'm out. It was so good.
Yeah, man.
I think that happens with everyone's like.
I think
Doctor,
yeah.
You know?
Because that was like the first. That was the
always
one like
happened.
I watched the season before it. He was really good. I don't remember who his name is.
Oh, he's the guy from 28 Days Later, right?
Yeah, he
He's
was
horrible
great.
in
He was
that.
cool. But David Tennant and that Billy Piper relationship. Yep. Perfect. And then they ended. And they ended
I
me.
could never really get into the later Doctor Who's anyway. I mean, I would still watch them, but they
They're
weren't the
super
same as
cheesy.
the old Doctor Who. The old ones were cheesy, but they were kind of dark. You know, like
Oh, there's some dark
there was
stuff
something
in,
kind of scary.
in the modern stuff.
There is, but there's also like full on like I don't know. I mean, you have to embrace the cheesiness with
Yeah.
Doctor Who. That's fine, but you used to do that because it was so clunky. Like they were in rubber suits and shit. You know, like the old
Right.
Cybermen.
Yeah.
But they're still
yeah.
like hide behind the couch type shit. You know, like
yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Baker.
Oh my
So
gosh, I
kinda
loved
like
him.
that old BBC.
Who was it? I liked the Kung Fu Doctor with the Austin Powers
John
outfit.
Pertwee.
Yes, I liked. I liked.
that-
I remember liking
Tom-
John Pertwee as when I was a kid.
and I with the judo chop, and then
Yes.
I liked Tom
In his
Baker's
car,
one with
Bessie.
the scarf,
scarf,
and the
yeah.
jelly babies.
Is
And then I
this
liked the
one?
guy that came after who had the cricket uniform and the stick
Yeah.
of celery on his collar.
Yes. And I remember when he started, I was like, nah, I can't do a new Doctor. And I was like a kid. I was like, he's not as good as Tom Baker.
Okay,
Which is stupid.
my best piece of Doctor Who trivia
Yeah.
that I found out, and I'm like, I'm happy now. I don't need to learn anything else. David Tennant is married to Celery Collar's daughter.
Oh, really? Who's that?
So, she's an actress. She's a very good actress. But
Who's married to her?
so the doctor with
David
the celery
Tennant.
stick. Yeah, his daughter
Oh.
is married to David Tennant, and I'm like,
So the Doctor. What? And Tom Baker's son, Colin Baker, was also a doctor.
And he was a
Colin
baker.
Baker, right? Yeah, and he made a bread.
With celery in it.
All right, let's let's get back into. Let's get back into our.
I can't. No, maybe I'm completely wrong because I just looked up Tom Baker's children and there's no Colin Baker in there. Maybe is that not true at all? Have I always thought something completely bullshit?
Maybe. All right, we're back. We're back, everybody. This door, this polished copper gate has been opened, and in front of you, a long corridor with those tiles, each with letters on them. And at the far end, another polished copper door.
Oh, guys, there must be some code to it. What do you think? No one goes to the effort of writing this out just to learn those favorite letters.
All these big letters, and
From-
he's such a egotist. This
he's
Seth
such a
Mogg.
narcissist.
He's thinking about himself all the time. He has to write his name on the floor.
Yeah.
You
Well,
notice.
this closes the door.
Let's leave.
Let's leave.
Or do we have some plan? Like maybe there's a clue for this code in the other rooms.
Well, I will say, Digby, you've called out, that maybe it's something to do with Seth Mogg's name. And sure enough, you notice that the letters that spell out Seth Mogg are way more polished than the others. They look to be worn a little bit more.
Or it's not Seth Mogg. It could be Nib.
Nibhor.
Nibhor.
Oh no,
His
Nibhor.
good
Nibhor.
twin.
Nibhor.
That was
Okay, well, should we try stepping on the letters that spell out Seth Mogg?
Okay. And Wilbur
Sounds good.
steps onto the S.
Yep.
Bye, Wilgus.
You step onto the S. It just does nothing. It is.
Guys, I'm alive. Hey.
Oh wait. What's Seth Mott start with in the Hebrew alphabet?
That's right. Duck.
What?
No,
We'll
it
just
starts with
jump
an
to
I.
T.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, the original Sethmok.
Guys,
book,
I'm still alive.
his name was Nibelhor.
Follow me.
Okay.
H.
Yeah, I do like that they didn't place them on the actual grid of the.
Yeah.
It makes it terrible. But you guys
M.
make your way across the S, the
Oh.
A, T, the
Yay.
H, the M, the O, and the G, and without any hassle. I didn't even have to make you roll for it, anything, because you're just that good at what you do. Wilgus, you make it
Yay.
to the copper door. One thing is a little different. It's because there's no lights down here. Right? It's been very dark down here. All that you've got is the lantern that Digby is holding, but there's like a reddish glow that you're noticing. Digby, you're looking around to see why part of the wall is glowing, and you look down to see the knife at your side, just
Oh, dear.
glowing hard.
There's a demon through that door.
Oh, we're hitting the right place.
Oh dear.
Is this same door handle with the tricky doodad, or is it just a normal
No, it's just a normal door. It's polished, but it's there's no symbol. There's no writing this time.
All right, guys, let's go. Let's do it. And Wilgus will open the door.
Shall we sneak or
I'm not
no sneaking?
sure how we sneak through a door.
Just open it really, really
It's
slowly.
done now.
Just
It's
like-
done now. Yeah.
Slowly
It's
creaks
just
open.
prolonging the.
Yeah.
Twice as loud.
And you peer around the edge of the door, and you see a circular room this time of black marble. You've had that white sort of marble that the statue was in, the white tiles that on the corridor you've just come through. But this time, pure black marble, and then doors bearing the demonic mark are found to the north and the south. A big red pentagram has been carved into the floor, and standing in the middle of it is a burning, smoldering demon waiting within its center.
Oh, guys, this is the right room. Come in here. Look at this.
You walk in, and he just points at you in the same way that statue was pointing. He's got one sort of claw, a fiery claw, and he just looks at you and he says, "Answer me, my riddles 3."
Oh
He
no!
It's not about like a pigeon or
I'm gonna
Wait.
a swallow.
Let me look up the swallows.
I'll read this, but I'm also going to put it in the chat. I'll read it first. He says, he's looking at Wilgus this whole time. He says, 2 siblings are we, one dark and one bright, impossible to see, yet I shade all in sight. Fathered by, so he puts up his second finger, fathered by sorrow and dread, mothered by sheer happiness, easily gained, yet hard to shed, burning, but wet nonetheless. And he flicks up his third finger. Found everywhere, from east to west, sought by those who rule, unfit to eat, yet feeds the blessed. Always beware of the fool. So I've just chucked those into your chat. I'm going to give you guys like a little time to think about them, talk about them.
Oh.
Tricky.
Oh my
Right.
gosh, those were good.
Because he is looking incredibly impatient. He's tapping his foot.
Oh,
He's not looking very patient at this point. Let me,
oh, chat in here. Oh, this chat.
yeah. Let me just get his token out as well, just so we. Do I have him somewhere? Oh yeah, here we go. He's not as large as Akre was. He's more sort of human sized, maybe quite tall for a human, but human sized nonetheless. And like I said, yeah, very, very impatient.
Wilgus will use his super thinking ability spending 3 willpower points to kick off intuition. When faced with a difficult decision, you can activate this ability to automatically answer 3 weird riddles from the spinning wheel.
Oh! You can activate this to ask a question directly to the GM and receive a helpful answer. The answer represents your vast general knowledge and should only aid your decision making.
So my question is, from Wilgis's poring over these riddles, I would like to know, yes or no, if there is 3 answers to 3 riddles, or these are all aimed at one answer.
From the way it sounded, the fingers he was throwing up and the breaking down of those clues, you're 100% sure there are 3 answers this creature is looking for. And that heat coming off him is immense, by the way. He's just sizzling in front of you, waiting impatiently for an answer.
Oh, thank you. This is a warm environment. I appreciate that, mate. Because the tower, that guy, guys, I think with his, his gesticulation as he was talking me through this, we're looking for 3 answers.
Right.
But,
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
3
still
riddles,
gotta find
3
them.
answers.
I think I know what the last one is. I think the last one is gold.
What?
But maybe not. It's sought by those who rule. I mean, they like gold. You can't eat it. You can feed the blessed. You pay for food. And always beware of the fool. Fool's gold.
Oh, love it. Yeah. Gold. Done.
Maybe. But maybe not.
I was wondering if the first one is like the moon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Dark and bright, like as the moon goes through its cycles, like you can see it, you can not see it. It's bright and not bright.
It's just 2 siblings. I don't know if the moon counts as 2 siblings.
Like the moon and the sun, though. Like one dark and one bright.
Yeah.
But what's the impossible to see?
Yeah, impossible to see and shades all in sight.
How about your eyes? You can't see your own eyes.
Your eyelids. Yes. Well, that's a tricky one. What about the second one? Fathered by sorrow and dread. Mothered by sheer happiness. Easily gained.
Tears.
Hard to shed. Oh, burning. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
Christmas weight.
Christmas way, yeah.
It's hard to shed.
Perfect.
It is hard to shed.
Tears, you've got it, Wilgus.
Oh, I feel a hemorrhage coming on in my brain.
I know, right?
The fire emanating up out of this demon in front of you is getting more and more ferocious, and he's starting to crack his fiery knuckles in preparation for a fight.
You're not helping. Okay, so 2 siblings. Are we one dark and one bright? Impossible to see. You can't see either of them, I suppose. Yet I shade all in sight. So you can't see it, but it's good shade.
A pair of Oakley sunglasses, perhaps.
One is just matte black and the other one is mirrored.
Okay, so you can't see the sun, because you can't look at it. It's impossible to look at it, right?
But you can see it.
But it gives the shade.
The sun gives the shade.
Yes. You don't have a shadow if you don't see.
Should we say celestial bodies?
Oh, no, it needs to be specific.
One dark
There's 2 of
and
them.
One bright. 2 siblings, one
Sun
dark
and moon?
I shade all in sight. I feel like shade is some sort of maybe a double meaning?
If we go sun and
Yeah.
moon, impossible to see. You can't stare at the sun. You can't stare at the moon
What?
without the sun.
I'm
Curtains.
giving you 2 more minutes.
No,
Yes,
Mama,
sir.
no.
Starting.
No, Mama,
Right.
no. No, Mummy.
2. All right.
What's this third one?
So we've got tears, gold.
I think it's
Never.
golden anyways, but
This demon's like looking at you amused. There's like something very sinister in that smile on his face.
Mm,
You got a minute and a half.
Oh my gosh.
does he have Google?
One is capitalized, and so is
Yes.
I in impossible.
I
so
think
is
those
yes. Oi?
are those.
Impossible to see.
You have 1 minute remaining. The flames
No, Mama, no.
licking off this demon in front of you is getting more and more intense. It is stressful.
What are the 2 siblings? It's like yin yang.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yin yang.
But the shade, it's the.
An umbrella.
I don't know. I would just say the sun and the moon. But
All right. How about this? I'll say sun and the moon. You guys stay outside of the room. If I explode,
we're all
You
in
can-
this
No.
together.
No.
demon, listen to me.
You've still got
I have-
23 seconds if you wanted to utilize the time.
I'm gonna cash in those 23 seconds for extra leniency on our first answer,
No.
and I'm gonna give them to
maybe
you in
it's like,
reverse.
or is it a candle?
Right, Mr. Demon.
Give me your answers.
Sun and moon, tears and gold. Answers 3 for your riddles 3. The first one was hard for me, you see. But the second one, remember tears and gold? That one was a classic one, my friend.
The smile on his face as he looks at you, Wilgus, just warps into this flickering void of flames. As he just moves towards you and just like embraces you.
Oh,
And the flames just erupt
no.
up and over you. Doing armor, by the way, has no effect as the flames enter within all of your cracks in your armor, doing 15 damage.
Wilgus is in a broken, dying, ashen state.
Let's roll initiative.
Okay. Well, should we leave?
We'll just go out, shut the door, never come back.
I guess that wasn't the answer, and it's the first one, of course.
Let's start with Wilgus. If you draw me a initiative card, please.
Oh, I can't see it.
I can move that down.
Wilgus gets an 8.
Digby, can you place your initiative card, please?
2.
Mallory.
Oh my gosh. 7.
And we have a 4 and a 5 from the fire demon. Let's start with the 2. That was you, Mallory? Oh, is that Digby? Sorry,
oh.
Digby.
Digby. Oh, I'll put it there. Oh. Okay, Digby reaches into his pocket and pulls out a healing potion and runs over to Wilgus and pours it down his throat.
Okay, yeah.
Uncorks it.
Cool.
Glug, 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 glug.
What's the rules on a healing potion? We haven't used one of these, I think, at all.
No.
They probably just put up my willpower.
Yeah. Just makes you feel yummy. Okay, so you do a healing roll, and it just means you succeed, or a healing roll succeeds automatically, which means that you do a 1d6 rejuvenation of health for Wilgus. So who wants to roll a 1d6? Wilgus, give us a d6, please.
4.
4 HP.
Oh, thank you, Digby. Oh, shit.
Oh, that looked painful.
The demon is just watching you come in and do that. He seems more amused by what it is you're up to now that you've
Is it the day and the night?
He says, "It was
Fuck you."
night,
same thing.
night specifically." And he's just like his folding his arms, standing in the middle of that room, just laughing. He's just going to spend his turn doing that. So we'll go over to Mallory.
I'm just stunned right now. What just happened? Okay. Mallory is just gonna Mallory, so she's gonna try and twin shot and Dragon Slayer the demon.
Okay. Yeah, please.
Okay. So that is, where are you? I'm literally stunned. Yes, success with the 12.
12. So did you say you were going to use twin shot as well?
Yes, twin shot and Dragon Slayer.
So give us a D12 and a D4 and a D8.
Okay, so D12. Thanks, D12. D4 and D8.
So we've got 12, 14, 17, 23. The 2 arrows shoot across the room, shoot through the fire demon and sort of ping off the black marble walls behind him. You see like the arrows catch a flame as they pass through him, taking wisps of flame with it. So you do, so what was that? 12 plus 5, 12 plus 19, 11, 12 plus 11, 23. We're going to half that. We're going to take half damage. So it's down to 11 points of damage that comes off. It's enough to make him stop laughing. I'm assuming you're making sure you stay firmly on the G at the doorway.
Yes, yeah. I'm going to maybe even duck back behind the door, just very wide-eyed, going, "What the hell is happening?"
Yeah, I think that's fair. And Wilgus, over to you.
Wilgus will look at the demon. What is sharp but is uncomfortable when it's up your nose? And he's going to thrust the Andaman into this demon's nostrils.
What sort of damage, does the Andaman... Is it slashing? Is it piercing? I'm just trying to figure out what it does. Slashing?
I don't think that exists in Dragonbane, right? It's just damage?
No, there's types of damage.
Everything it's a great sword if that helps.
Does it not
I just see 2d10.
Okay.
I can click it and we can see.
Oh, it's maybe? Piercing or slash. So you can choose whether you're the one thing we haven't dealt with is you can choose piercing if you're trying to look for a chink in an armor kind of thing. If you're looking for a weak spot, you can call that you want to use piercing to specifically call out a spot, but you roll with the Bane versus just slashing attack.
Okay. Maybe to confuse the demon, then he'll talk about pushing it up his nose, but he'll slash at his nose, and he'll roll poorly. and that's going to frustrate Wilgus so much he becomes angry, and he's going to push it and succeed on a 13 for 12 undermanian damage. Oh, take that, you nostril bastard.
Yeah, that blade swipes through him, and again kicking out a big arc of flame across the black marble room and sort of splashing up against the wall. This doesn't look to have done half damage like Mallory's did earlier. This does the full damage. And now that the laugh is completely stopped, and there is an intensity to the demon now. By the way, Wilgus, you're still pretty sore. I'd say you're pretty... That health potion's brought you back to life, back to a standing state, but you're feeling very 2-degree burns at the moment. Let's get another pull of initiative cards from everybody, please. Let's start with you, Wilgus.
Can I use my ability of veteran to keep my 2?
Yes, you absolutely can. Well, I will get that for you. Let's have a look. Choose the 2.
I still see all the other ones on the screen. Shall I draw anyway?
Oh, do you? Does everyone else see them?
No.
No.
Okay. I'll just draw and hopefully it'll magic it away.
Yeah.
I can't see what that is, but I've drawn one.
You've drawn an 8.
8.
Mallory.
Okay. Oh, a 5.
Okay, great. And we have a 3 and a 10 for the demon. Digby, I'm going to start with you.
Digby is going to jump onto the G, and can I pass a potion to Mallory as I run past?
Sure, yeah. That'll be just a free action.
Okay. Use that if you need it.
Okay, thank you.
And I run into the room and stand just to the north of the flaming demon.
You can feel the heat coming up off him at this point.
Well, I hope it's nighttime soon. And I'm going to stab him with my magical dagger that I got. So I don't know how I use that.
If you just click it, it'll roll it for...
I've got it right there.
Yeah.
Magical hammer, I rolled a 4, so it's a hit, a damage of 6.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time you've really held it properly. The weight, it's still got quite a bit of weight to it despite its size. It's hiding the strength of that hammer that it used to be. And you bring it up into the demon's side, doing... Or is that piercing? What sort of damage?
Now, can I slash with it?
Sure, yeah, with a knife, absolutely. Yes, 6 damage.
But magical damage, so big time.
Just 6 damage. 6 damage. As he now takes his focus, he's looks over towards you, Digby, and the little scattering of flame that you took from him, and he just looks straight back towards Wilgus again. So that was Digby. It is the demon's turn. And he's just going to step forward. He's just going to lunge towards Wilgus once more and embrace once more. And this time just this ferocity screams as the burst of flames from your feet, from his feet to your head, Wilgus. You're just wrapped in this flame yet again as another 15 points of burning damage soar through you.
Can I evade that?
Yeah, you totally can.
Oh, he's doing the hot hug. Watch out! He says to himself as he rolls.
Watch out, me!
And I succeed on a 2.
Okay, great. Yeah. You go.
He
goes to embrace you. Just sort of duck under his arm, and that eruption of flame. Just you feel the heat of it. You don't see it because you're maneuvering out of the way, but you feel an intense heat. I will say, with this environment that you're in, you've definitely lost that chill that you had from that ghost, for sure. It's no longer there.
Silver lining.
Yeah. That does use your turn. So we're back with Mallory.
Mallory's going to use Dragon Slayer if the hits.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So, hang on. Let me just.
Oh, that's right. You've got that. You're the one holding onto the medallion, the 20 WP.
Yes.
Goodness.
Yes, and there's damage, and then with my Dragon Slayer, that is a D8.
D8, yeah.
D18.
D8. Why you gotta play me like that? I only got 3.
Another 6 points of damage. Since we'll half that down. The same sort of thing, though. You've knocked another chunk. This arrow on fire clatters against the back wall. And he is getting furious, having missed that attack on Wilgus. He's now furious. He's also, by the way, we need to move some of these tokens around since we've got a move and a dodge going on. Actually, Mallory, he's actually very close to you at this point.
Did he provoke
you know what?
opportunity attack when he left me?
Yeah, I guess so. Feel free to attack out.
I will.
Can...
That's a hit and with 8 damage.
And he is
2 4s.
He's
2d from
going
2d.
to evade. He needed a 15. He rolled a 15. He beats and evade.
Boo.
So sorry, Mallory. You've still got movement, by the way.
I was gonna say, can I move back along the Sathmog steps and try and goad him to walk on one of the ones that isn't Sathmog?
I mean, you're welcome to. You're absolutely welcome. It will move you into range of an attack because it'll open up an opportunity attack.
Oh, because he's right there.
Yeah.
And it's moving away. Oh my gosh. If we could... How lucky am I feeling? He's gonna come around the corner anyway and fry me. So
He's not going around the corner. He loves it in here. It's like a little oven.
Loves it in here.
We need to get him into the cold room.
There we go.
We do
We
need.
can turn it into a sauna room.
And then
Cold
we'll just
water,
live there.
The fire dude.
We'll just live there.
Push him onto the R.
Yes,
Yeah,
this
grab
is-
that fire demon with your bare
Yeah.
hands.
With my little feathery duck arms and just
Your
grab him.
asbestos gloves.
Yeah.
I'll just scream out, "Fly, you fools!" and drag him down into the abyss with me. I'm chickening out. I'm gonna stay in my little corner.
Okay, you're just going to stay in the corner. Okay.
Yep.
Wilkes has had his turn evading. It is the demon's turn once more. He's not giving up this. The embrace.
Oh.
I'm just trying to play this out in my head. You've done the most damage to him, Wilgus, and he knows that you're the biggest threat. And having evaded that last embrace, he just tries once more, and he wraps again. Big flamey tendrils, the cracking and spitting of fire in your ears, and again that heat up over you once more, doing 10 burning damage.
Wilgus turns into a toasted sandwich machine and drops to the ground in a broken state.
Okay, let's do this once more. Wilgus, give me.
I will keep my 2.
Oh, you can just keep doing that? Yeah, great.
Yeah, it uses a point.
Let me just give you that 2 then.
Wilgus drew something, but I can't see it.
That is a 10. We'll put that just down here for you there, Wilgus.
Thanks.
Which is probably good considering you're in a broken state. Mallory?
Got an 8.
And that is a 7 and a 4 for our demon. Digby.
Okay, Digby will come up behind the hot guy there.
So hot.
It's so hot right now. What's his name?
He hasn't said his name.
The other demon did. He didn't say it, we just knew it. It's Hansel. Okay, so I'm going to give... I'm going to reach into my pack and get another healing potion and give it to Wilgus to drink.
Okay.
Oh, strawberry, thank you.
Give me a D6, please, Wilgus.
Wilgus rolls a 3.
You're on the ground, Wilgus. You're sort of powering through the absolute pain from the burns you've received, but you are able to, on your turn, probably get to your feet.
Thank you, Digby. Oh.
It is the demon's turn. Okay. He sees you pouring the potion into Wilgus's mouth. He sees Wilgus sort of stirring and gaining a bit more consciousness, and he just looks up into the sky, into the room, screams, and just this beam of fire slashes down out of his mouth towards you, Digby. Doing 7 damage.
Oh, and I can't dodge, can I?
You've already had
Because I've done my move.
Yeah.
7. Well, I've only got 4 hit points. Does my armor do anything?
Yeah,
To a beam?
It doesn't say
It does?
doesn't say that it doesn't. So yes.
So I take 4 off that. So I think that means I've still got 1 hit point left.
It is still his turn.
Some Yu-Gi-Oh shit, you know, where they...
yeah. It's still his turn. He sees you take that fully, and he just walks over to you and does the same as you've seen him do. You see his arms come out in the same way that you saw him with Wilgus, and just wraps those burning arms around
To me?
you. Yeah, to you this time. And
Gosh.
8 points of burning damage. Just
8?
the fur on your body just starts to burn, and it drops you down into the broken
Really
state.
smelly.
Mallory,
Yelp.
the creature has his, the demon has his back to you at this point, and you've just heard Digby yelp and land into a broken state on the floor.
No. I'm going to try
Just kill
I'm
him.
going to try and get him to run at me over the floor, the trapped floor.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's got his back turned to me, I can run away.
Give me an evade with a boon.
The boon.
Yeah, chuck a boon on it.
Chuck a boon on it. Come on, boon. And evade. Ooh. Yes, success. 10.
Yeah, he goes. He's in the corner of his eyes. He sees you move, and he reaches out to grab you as you move to dart away, but he's not fast enough.
Okay, so she's going to make her way to the other end. Can I reach the other end?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So you're just
Great.
like bouncing from tile to tile.
Yes, and she's like,
Hopscotch.
"Come and get me, mother fluffer,"
You've still got an action.
and I shoot him in the face
yeah.
with twin shot.
Like, with twin shot as well. Okay. Yeah. I like this.
Okay,
It cancels out the halving, doesn't it? Twin shot,
Kind of does.
Pretty
right?
much.
Yeah.
yeah,
maybe.
Can you do twin Dragon Slayer?
yay. So that's 8, and then
give us another D12 and a D4.
D12 and D4. 9 plus 4. Math.
Total of 21.
10.
That first arrow hits and punches a hole in the flame, right? And that shoots again. Another fiery arrow goes across above Digby's head. He's still conscious as he sees this fiery arrow fly across and hit the marble on the wall behind him. And that second arrow goes straight through straight through the center of his face. And for a moment, that flame that creates his form, the face of it just like punches out the back and wisps away out the back in a bit of a spiral. And you hear that arrow hit also the back wall of that room. And Digby, you look from your lying down state over towards the creature, the heat and the fire that's coming off, and you can see that hole remain in that flame as the flame starts licking up and around and sort of fading off and almost unraveling from that hole outwards. The demon's flames evaporate.
They fizzle out.
He's gone.
Okay, Mallory runs back over. Is like, boys. And she's just, where do I put the potion? Who's the worst person? Can I put the potion and put it in both of them?
Don't worry about the potion for now. I'll just use a bandage. Potentially.
What?
Well, you're still in a broken state, so someone definitely needs to use a healing roll to at least get you back to a good spot. But
yeah, let's try that.
We'll save that for next week. We will save that.
Oh my gosh!
I'm so annoyed I didn't get that night and day or the night thing.
You guys were so close, and if it wasn't a literal demon, I probably would have been a little kinder on you.
That was his name, literal demon.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear what the answer is. I want to go look for it. What's the button I can push so that you guys can talk about the answers, and then you can signal me and I come back?
There's like a mute the speaker. There's like, so it's next to the microphone. There's like mute the speaker, so you can click that and just give us a thumbs up when you've muted us. we can still hear you. But that's right. So yeah. So it was night.
Just a single word.
Just
night. Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
I was thinking, sky, and then I thought, night and day. It's night, yeah.
One dark and one bright, impossible to see, yet eye shade all in sight. That was to me. I thought that was
you can't see at night.
Yeah, and it shades all. Yeah. I was impressed with how quickly you got gold.
That was good.
Real good.
Yeah. It doesn't really count, but I really like the tears one.
Doesn't really count. Did you Google it? Did you?
It doesn't count because we didn't get all three.
Oh, right.
It counts for nothing.
And the tear, Reese, you got tears.
Yeah, that's so good.
Real fast, actually. You guys got those two really well. Really, really well. I gave you probably a little more time than the book probably told me to give, but I was happy to give that time. It was good. It was good.
Well,
it was tense.
Yeah, you'd think he would give you one at a time, these puzzles.
You had to get all three, and you had to give them to him in the correct order. So if you had nonchalantly thrown out the three in the wrong order, then he still would have attacked. Yeah,
he's a jerk.
That was good. Again, I feel like a lot was done this session.
Yep. But in old D&D, it'd be like we did more than one room.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you just killed 2 demons in one session.
Yeah. There's more to come though. That's the fucking crazy.
Yeah. No interest in the doors that you've left behind?
What doors?
The ones leading north and south from the
we could check.
statue
Maybe
room.
one is like a
Another
typewriter
demon.
room.
It'll be a hospital, right?
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Were we thumbs upping Moj, or she thumbs upping us?
We can thumbs up her now. You can come back now if you like, Moj. You hear
Thanks.
us? Okay. Did you figure it out, Moj? Or are you going to go off and try and figure it out?
I think I'm gonna go off and figure it out. They
Okay.
were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really good. Because I suppose I told those two, but I didn't actually announce whether any of them were correct, did I? Not during the session. It just instantly attacked. So yeah, that's cool. Please do go off and have a look. But let's do our leveling up. because I'm sure
Okay.
this is like, guys, we need to do some leveling up, I think. Where are we?
We got our health points back if we level up, right? Is that sort of RPG? Those are the good ones.
I don't.
go
I'll
up
be
a level
honest.
and all your
I
health
think I'm
points
being lenient on how you even use the potions. My understanding, I think I'm being lenient. I need to read up on it, but I'll have a look into it. But
They're so rare though. Like,
Exactly.
how shit would it be if you get this super rare potion and it just means you don't have to roll for?
I think
bandages.
that is what it means. It's just like you don't have to roll. It's like, no, I want you guys to be able to just down a potion. Anyway, did you participate in the game session? Give yourself a tick. Did you explore a new location? Yes, you did. Give yourselves a tick. Did you defeat one or more dangerous adversaries? Hell yeah, you did. Two very, very dangerous adversaries. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force? You did. I wasn't sure. I gave you the hints that the book told me to give you for like the door and the tracing and stuff. I don't know how much of that was very obvious versus you guys just being smart. So I like that you guys got that one. And did you give into your weakness? That's the last one. So.
No.
I don't think I did.
Okay. Wilgus, do you want to start? You didn't decide. You decide whether you want to go first or not.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm going to choose Awareness, Myths and Legends, Spot Hidden, and Swords. And I'm going to click the button. And nothing. But nearly.
Nothing.
I'm getting some news just in from our chat, by the way.
Oh.
Health potions. I'm gonna just double
Give
check
you all
this.
of your health back.
Yay!
Let's have a look. What
Thanks,
page?
chat.
What page is that? Christian magic spells. Blah blah blah. I guess it's in the shopping items list, maybe. Page 79. Sorry, breaking news. I believe it's 2d6 health back on a health potion.
Oh.
That sounds pretty good.
Thank you, Christian, for that. It's the first time we've actually ever used one. Instantly heals 2d6 HP. Stronger potions heal more HP but are more expensive. So there you go. So it is just... I looked it up on...
So would you
Roll
get
20.
an extra 2d6, Wilgus?
Yes. Yeah. I'll absolutely...
I don't think it would have saved me though, because I did like 9 damage
weird.
or something.
There's healing potion and rare healing potion, but that isn't what this says.
Oh.
That's weird. It looks like Roll20 gave me the wrong information. So, yeah. So you basically get extra 2d6. Wilgus. So
Should I roll 2d6 now?
Yeah. Definitely.
Blub, 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 blub.
How much damage did that
6.
guy? Oh,
So I'll go up to 9.
Cool.
Thank
All
you.
right.
how much was his attack on me?
His
It was like 8 or...
and his
9.
embrace was 8.
Because that could have meant that I would have 1 HP left if I had... But it doesn't matter.
No, because you took the lava beam first, which was 7,
Yes.
and then you got embraced.
Then right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you had 2 attacks.
I don't think there was any avoiding for me.
No. All right. Digby, do you want to roll next?
Okay. I've got acrobatics, awareness, bushcraft, evade, and healing.
Okay, give us a roll.
Acrobatics, I rolled under, so that's a fail.
Mm-hmm.
Awareness, I got one. I got 16.
Nice.
I need a 15 or above 15. Bushcraft, no. I got to roll a 5. Evade, roll a 12. It's a fail. And healing, I rolled an 11. It's a fail.
Mallory.
So, awareness, yay.
Nice. Be aware of the burning hot demon in front of you next time. That's great.
Okay. Mallory is rolling. Well, I'm rolling for Mallory. Got acrobatics, awareness, evade, and knives. And again, evading knives are on 17. It's like
Before you hit that, I do just want to say Christian just called you out. Yesterday's model just called you out, Digby, in the chat. Said, Digby, I ain't taking a weapon skill, Wolfkin.
That's right.
Just say no to weapon skills, huh?
Well, I have an 18 for knives.
That's true. That is true. You are good with knives.
He's a knifey, stabby little papa.
The weakest weapon
13
in the game.
for slings. Yeah, well, slings. I was upping slings for ages. Why would they fucking give you slings if I was hitting enemies and that would just their armor would cancel out my roll?
Yeah, 1d4.
Yeah, I do like that you thought a sling was a valid weapon in a fantasy world of orcs.
Well, that's what I got to choose. I can choose a sling or a knife when you start. It's like, well, can't be that bad.
Okay, Mallory.
Okay, let's go. Knives! Knives!
Wow, is that like an 18 or something?
That's an 18.
What?
And nobody else, but that means I get a...
You get a heroic ability.
I get another one.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Have you got an idea of what you're wanting? Have you looked at like previously and thought, oh, that one's good?
I have. I've got a couple of them that I'm like,
Are
but
any of them good against a demon lord?
Not against the Lord. The two that I had in mind are kind of defensive. So I was like looking at those, but yeah, I'm gonna go away and think about it.
Okay. Yeah, please. Yeah, definitely. Let me know, and then we'll get it good for next week.
Woohoo!
I'm just saying, if you guys progress in the same way that you have the last two sessions, the next session could be the big one. Or it could at least end at the big moment. I think we're very close now.
Do you mean progress out of our HP? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. And by big one, I mean heaven.
Enlightenment, finally.
Fight the big one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Considering how badly burnt you both are, like, how much fur did Digby lose? And
yeah, we're definitely a bit scorched. I think we've got
Singed,
blisters. Yeah. We've got blisters. We've got burnt fur.
I've got pet insurance.
That's good.
But, yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Oh no, but we left it in the cart.
Oh. It's a pre-existing condition. Being burned.
What? Bubbling.
Those blisters. Yeah, okay. That was awesome. Great session. Great session.
Well done.
So stressful. It was great.
That couldn't have been any closer. I feel like another round, and that could have been.
Don't say it.
Like one more round could have been
Where
horrible.
would it be? Yeah.
Your dogs are like the emotional support dogs for the party.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh. Just look at the fluffy dog.
Yesterday's model says take the heroic ability Sathmog Killer. Just spend 3 WP to kill the big bad.
There we go.
Yes.
I reckon 3 WP is about right. Spin that. Good to go.
When we open the door, we'll have our WP removed. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I just realized that I have 20 extra. Well, I had 20 extra WP from the medallion, but all my stuff takes 3. So I've just got 2 sitting there mocking me at the end of my lot of willpower.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, you can mix it with what you've got as well, right? So you can spend, because you'll have some WP as well yourself, right?
Yeah, I had 15, which cuts up real nice into 3s.
Oh, right, of course. So you got to find a skill that uses 2 WP.
Oh. Maybe. I'll see what I can do.
Is there a skill that means you use less WP?
Oh, that would be good.
Oh, that would be amazing. Okay.
And you level up faster? That's what you always choose. Always choose the skill that makes you level up, get more experience.
Yeah.
Study time.
I thought personally the Sathmog floor puzzle was really lame. So I'm glad we didn't. I'm like, why would you?
The other ones were all good though.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think that's what you go, yeah, I'm real smart. I figured this out straight away. And then they give you stuff, some fucking Lord of the Rings, Gollum.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hobbit. Real brain teasers.
I was going to put on like the Holy Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yeah.
The swallows.
Oh, the voice.
I should have. Yeah, I was going to put on that.
Is
voice.
it Tim?
Tim?
No, it's not Tim.
Oh.
Tim's the some people call me Tim. He shoots fire and stuff like that. No, does the guy that gives the puzzles, does he even have a name?
I don't think he does. Does he?
At the bridge.
Yeah. I was thinking about it and I was like, nah, I've got to make this guy a little intimidating since he's giving out like lame little.
Yeah. What
Yeah. Cool, guys. Thank you very much. Hopefully we'll be here next Tuesday. We'll see how it all goes. I'm pretty keen.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody who came along to check out this session. It was a very tense one. Hope you guys found it as tense as I did. It was very good. And we'll see you guys all next week. No promos this time. Just a good night from us.
Yay.
Good night, everybody.
Yay. Thank you.
Thanks.